All right, so here we go with our first topic of the day, and then I'll start. And during Monday's night's episode of Gotham, which I don't know if you watched Gotham, they've been doing
haven't seen it.
They've done such an incredible job this season. They had one with like kind of a Joker character. It was amazing. Anyway, so during Gotham on Monday, they had a sneak peek for the upcoming Wonder Woman movie that stars Gal Gadot, who was in Batman vs. Superman, and she'll be in this, and then in November she'll be in Justice League. And have you seen any of the Wonder Woman trailers?
Yeah, I saw the first one that was released, and it looks like it looks promising.
Yeah, I feel like one of the things that looks like it's helping with this movie is it feels like they're not just trying to be like, oh, we're just going to be dark or whatever. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I liked Batman vs. Superman a lot more than most people did, but, one of the problems that a lot of people had is that it might have taken itself too seriously. And by that, I kind of feel like Superman spending a lot of time thinking, if I rescue this lady, will there be a tidal wave that crashes and kills all these other people? It was just like kind of that. But this one looks real good. It looks like they've been doing kind of a good job balancing kind of the humor and the action in this trailer. And so you think it's going to be a very good movie? Or a good movie, or promising?
Yeah, that's all I can really say is it looks promising. I really never know what to think when I just see a trailer, because it could be completely different.
Have you seen the other 3 DC Extended Universe movies? It started with Man of Steel, and then there was Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad.
I guess I've been under a rock because I haven't seen any of those.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I've been.
Some people would consider you lucky, but I don't.
Yeah. Well, I may be a lucky rock that I'm hiding under.
But one of the things I kind of feel like a lot of people are talking about, could this be the movie that saves, the DC DC Extended Universe? Because I like I'll be honest, I did not like Man of Steel. Although I did like the first hour. It's once he got the suit, that's when it
How long
fell
is it?
apart. It's like 2.5. It's basically Batman Begins length.
Because standard feature length film, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
2.5 hour movie.
Yeah, I like the first hour. I like the first hour. Like, it's when he became Superman and watched his dad get sucked up by a tornado. That's when it started. But where was I going with this? Oh, okay. So a lot of people are wondering, could this save the DC Extended Universe? But here's something I think is more important than that. Besides just, could this save kind of this franchise, which I like 2 out of the 3 movies. I'm in the minority, people who think Man of Steel is the worst. A lot of people I know think it's the best, but a lot of people are wondering, could this save it? But I think the more important thing is that this is Wonder Woman's first movie. Besides that, this is her 1978 Dick Donner Superman. This is her Tim Burton Batman. This is her Sam Raimi Superman.
Right. And
one of the things I think is important for if you're going to do a movie, your first movie around a character, is that you want to make it the most iconic version of the characters. Like, there's some things Batman Begins was able to do because it wasn't Tim Burton's Batman. Like, I feel like if you're going to do a first Batman movie, you need to have the Joker, because that's the big villain.
Yeah.
And they felt like they made it iconic. They were going to use Robin in the movie. And if you watch the 2005 DVD, they had a little section, but they cut it because it was too many characters, and then eventually they put him in Batman Forever. And Christopher Reeve Superman, you had Clark Kent in the movie versus Man of Steel. You kind of saved him towards the end. Spider-Man, you had Mary Jane as a love interest, and you showed J. Jonah Jameson. And you had, again, Lex Luthor and Green Goblin. For this Wonder Woman movie, it feels like they're kind of embracing the iconic parts of it. You have Steve Trevor, and it feels like you got I haven't watched the TV show, to be honest. But what I know of the TV show, it feels like it's got a lot of kind of the iconic moments. And it feels like it's trying to be a standalone movie, even though it's part of this other universe. Where, it felt like if Dick Donner Superman was the only Superman movie we ever got, you'd be satisfied.
Yeah.
If Burton's Batman was the only one you ever got, you'd be satisfied, versus a movie like Green Lantern, which I didn't hate like a lot of people, but it felt like it was kind of saving some things for other movies, like having his main villain Sinestro for a second movie, which it felt like if you had kind of focused on making this like, what if this is your only Green Lantern movie, maybe it would help more. Do you think that's kind of important?
Yeah, I mean, I never thought of it. I never really thought of it that way, but yeah, I can see how. Yeah, the iconic role being the first, and yeah, does it look like? Do you think, looking at the this trailer, does it seem like they're doing, like, you probably have more knowledge of the iconic comic book version of Wonder Woman than I do. Does it seem like that's the direction they're going? That it's kind of the iconic
because,
of Wonder Woman?
I mean, the movie is kind of... If I remember right, I've read the first Wonder Woman on Comixology, which is for free. The first two comics.
Sponsor.
I know.
Although if they'd like to
if they want to, please, we'd love that. But I read the first one, and I think the only difference is that I believe the first Wonder Woman story happens during World War II, and this one happens during World War I. But, I mean, World War, it's kind of close enough, I guess.
Yeah, I would still.
But it feels like, it feels like when you think of Wonder Woman, it's got Steve Trevor, which I think was kind of a very important part, because he's a big character in the TV series. Also, the guy who played Steve Trevor, I'm blanking on his name. If they hadn't gotten Adam West to be Batman in the 60s show, he was kind of their second choice.
Oh. Okay.
But it feels like they're taking it, they're embracing it. I feel like kind of having it so far away where they can't pepper other characters in it, because it happens during World War I, because they can't pepper other characters in it, like they did in Batman vs. Superman or Iron Man 2.
Right.
Helps the movie kind of be its own thing.
Yeah. I honestly, I've always preferred kind of movies and universes to be their own thing. I mean, I think it's cool the way Marvel and DC do it in their universes to incorporate all the characters, but at the same time, I kind of like, a Wonder Woman movie to just be a Wonder Woman movie, and I don't necessarily need all this crossover all the time.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like with the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer, they have Tony Stark in there, and I get why, because I really like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, but a lot of people were complaining about how, man, I wish he was in the Marvel movies. And we kind of been waiting, I guess, if you think about it, since 2008 to have Spider-Man in there. But I get that. But, yeah, a lot of times for the solo movies, I wish they could have, I'd like to try and keep them apart. Although, that's like, I love Captain America Civil War. But I personally wish that wasn't technically Captain America 3. I wish they'd kind of been like, that was an Avengers movie, and then we still had Cap by himself.
Right.
Yeah. So, I guess that's pretty much it. Anything else you want to add to Wonder Woman?
No, I think you got it, man.
Yeah, it looks really good.